Welcome to today's explainer. Next time you're walking downtown, I want you to just look up at the glass skyscrapers around you. What if those weren't just standard office windows, but massive glowing digital billboards? Well, that is the exact vision we're unpacking today. We're going to deconstruct a highly ambitious corporate prospectus from a company called OTTIMEDIA. They're pitching an exclusive investment opportunity focused on installing innovative, totally transparent, and absolutely huge LED video walls directly onto office tower facades.
To really wrap our heads around this pitch, we're going to look at our 5 main agenda points today: monetizing office tower facades, transparent LED technology, the billion-dollar projections, agent and owner partnerships, and finally, the strategic action plan. Let's dive right in.
Kicking things off with Section 1, monetizing office tower facades, turning skylines into revenue.
So the central thesis here is basically taking traditionally underused commercial building facades and transforming them into a global, high-yield digital advertising network. OTTIMEDIA is actively seeking real estate partnerships to install these huge LED video walls on 1, 2, 3, or hey, even all 4 sides of a skyscraper. It's a really bold play. They want to turn prime urban real estate into active digital assets all over the world.
Now, you don't just make claims like this out of nowhere, right? They're heavily anchoring this entire vision on their chief operating officer, Nicola Tetti. The pitch highlights his 32 years of experience in the out-of-home digital advertising industry, presenting this as a highly profitable, sustainable, and scalable enterprise. Basically, they're saying this isn't just an idea, it's a unique and exponentially profitable global business model built on decades of actual industry practice.
Moving right along to Section 2, transparent LED technology, high-tech illumination. I know what you're probably thinking. If you slap a giant screen on a skyscraper, aren't the tenants inside just sitting in the dark? Well, not exactly. The answer lies in their ultra-thin, smart LED setups. These definitely aren't your granddad's billboards. The pitch emphasizes the technological superiority of transparent giant LED video walls. They display high-resolution media to the outside world, but they explicitly ensure natural light transmission into the office towers themselves. We are talking about massive installations here, spanning anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 square meters that seamlessly integrate right into the building's ecosystem.
Okay, let's talk numbers in Section 3, the billion-dollar projections, unpacking the financial claims. $8 billion, that's with a B. OTTIMEDIA is projecting a staggering company valuation of over $8 billion within just 5 years. For potential investors, this is being pitched as an exclusive opportunity to acquire shares that promise substantial returns, and they're even planning payouts shortly after the market launch. So where on earth is that $8 billion valuation coming from? It's based on their unit economics. Their model outlines that just a single equipped facade will generate an astonishing $10 to $30 million in revenue within its first few months of operation. Just let that sink in for a second. Up to $30 million in a matter of months from one single building facade. And get this, it doesn't stop after the first year. The pitch promises some truly exponential revenue growth. Once these screens reach full capacity, they plan to hike advertising rates by up to 100%. They're basically betting that these prime, glowing downtown locations will become so highly sought after by top brands that their revenue will literally double year over year.
Now, to build trust amidst all these massive financial claims, OTTIMEDIA makes a highly unusual promise: radical transparency. They are offering stakeholders maximum transparency through daily, direct access to view the company's banking transactions via online banking. Honestly, it is incredibly rare to see a corporate pitch offer a live look at their bank feed, but it's clearly a major selling point in their prospectus to reassure potential partners.
Which brings us to Section 4, agent and owner partnerships, the stakeholder value proposition.
So how do they actually get their hands on these prized skyscraper facades? Well, to secure these properties, they are dividing the pie super aggressively. Agents facilitating these deals can earn commissions up to $160,000. Meanwhile, building owners get a massive upfront base rental of $200,000 or more, plus a chance to take up to a 24% minority stake in the network itself. Oh, and they also promise owners a 20% commission for any local corporate tenants they refer to advertise on the new screens.
But wait, they aren't just taking any building. It's a very strict vetting process. Partners have to actually prove their locations are the best of the best. They need to submit everything from exact facade dimensions to detailed occupancy data and daily foot traffic just to justify those massive advertising premiums. They absolutely need highly visible locations in major metropolises to make this math work.
Finally, we land at Section 5, the strategic action plan.
a 12-step roadmap to launch.
So how do they actually pull all of this off? Let's condense their pretty dense 12-point plan. Step 1 relies on securing initial capital of 10 to 30 million euros, which they'll immediately use to actually purchase the factory that makes these special LED walls. Step 2 involves registering patents and securing a very specific 30 million euro credit from the EU Commission, which they note is 60% non-refundable, with only 1.5% interest. From there, they purchase the massive 3,000 square meter walls and pay the building leases up front for 6 months. Once the hardware arrives, factory technicians install it over 1 to 2 weeks. Then comes the massive marketing blitz. They plan to invite up to 5,000 regional companies to a big presentation day. Finally, when the ads actually launch, clients pay 20% upfront and the remaining 80% within 7 days of the ad going live on their custom software. It is undeniably an incredibly detailed, highly ambitious, and deeply confident pitch. As we wrap up this explainer on OTTIMEDIA's bold vision, we really have to ask ourselves, if they can secure that initial capital and those patents, how will disruptive advertising models and this transparent LED technology reshape the urban centers of tomorrow? Will our future skylines just be made of glass, or will they be glowing with exponential digital revenue? Thank you so much for joining me to explore this fascinating prospectus. Keep looking up and keep questioning the world around you.